Number 8, problem number 20. This is a center of gravity problem where there's different weights. So in this particular case, you go to chapter number 8. From the location strategies, you pick the second one down for the center of gravity approach. There are 7 cities or 7 locations. I'm also going to change location to A, then I'll label it A, B, C, etc. And we're going to also pick, I'll select graphs just so you can see what you did on the PowerPoint slides. You don't have to, but it just helps to visualize the answer, literally. Now, I've already pre-populated this question, so just let me copy and paste. So the A through C is already done. I'm just going to copy the coordinates this time at this point, and I'll explain why in a moment. So let me paste. Now, I'll explain why I didn't copy the weights. You may occasionally be asked a question where it doesn't give you the weights or wants you to treat all the locations as the same weight. So in this case, the weights are all 1s, which they're not in the problem. But I thought I would just do something a little bit different than what the question asks in case you run across a problem where you're given a question where it says treat all the locations equally. What that means is you give them all the same weight. So in that case, it's very simple. You simply total up the x coordinates, divide it by, in this case, there's 7 locations, divided by 7, and you wind up with 5.1429, and you do the same thing for y, and you wind up with a 7. So your coordinate where you should locate here, the center of gravity method, is the bubble that's sort of in the middle, and it's labeled COG weight. Now, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to select the weights because the problem wants the weighted. If you're given the weights, use them. You can see it changes slightly. So in this particular case, you can see the average stays the same. So we could have put in the weights to begin with. You can see that with the center of gravity method, the x coordinate goes a little bit further to the right to 5.1538, and the y coordinate goes up from 7 to 7.3. So it's just a little bit to the right and up. And you can even see that there's a bit of with the 2 bubbles kind of overlap, but there's a little bit of where the average bubble is slightly below and actually a little bit to the left of the COG bubble. So once again, you could do this on your calculator, but it's way faster again if you use the Excel OM, which we're showing you, and you just go copy and paste, you put the weights in, and away you go. So make sure you pick the right number of locations, which in this case is 7, A through G, plug the numbers in, and it simply tells you where the center point is, including the weighted average.